Hello, 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 hello. I told you for the unmute button there. Welcome to Sunday afternoon. Doing a bit of scrolling. Today we're going to be doing a bit of fun. We'll be doing a tribute to a wee white shite. And to help me, do this, I've got a number of people along for the ride. The original wee white shite made pen and appearance. Boys, how are you?
Not
Very
bad.
well, very well.
We have a lovely wood Jedi himself, Mr. Wayne Clasper. We have the blue light tumbler, Mr. Mr. Scott Grant. Then we have the urban Viking himself. You know what I mean? Odin's right hand man, Mr. Andy Hale. Today, boys, we're going to be doing a little bit. So I'm going to pop you down the side while we're having a look at what we're doing. So here's the piece we're doing. So this is a freestanding, uber cute little Westie white doggy type thing. You know, you can choose your white dog you like. This one is supposed to represent Clive, my wife's pet. Wrong one. Pet Westie. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn them into. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll need to do. I'll give you an idea of what we're going to make. So what we're going to do is a freestanding piece. So this is like a little chap stands on his own. This is obviously show me some affection from a few weeks back. You get the idea. He's got a bass, stands in a bass, freestanding, bit of a backer, that sort of thing. So we're going to do something like this for the Westie. Go to the scroll bench. So the pattern itself is quite straightforward. There's not a huge amount of complexity. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 pilot holes that need to be drilled. Most of the areas are pretty big. You know, so if you were using a saw with an annoying blade change, this wouldn't be too annoying. You know, you could put some pretty big holes in some of this.
Power.
With the record power 16 SS is an outstanding low-end saw, but it does suffer from having a rather annoying blade change. You know, if you're a Jamie Page, who has been using one of those saws for years, he has the blade change down to 9 or 10 seconds, he tells us, and I'm inclined to believe it.
24 inside cuts there was in that one I did last night.
That's where you develop the patience required. It's like a trial by fire. But what you discover is, yeah, I know why the bigger saws cost the cash and why people want them.
Shall I let you know who's in the chat now?
Go on, young man, while I'm doing these pilot holes.
Okay. Right, we have Mr. Huey Lionheart. Right, who? We have Robert Elliott, PhD, Dr. Bob. Wayne the Woodturd escaped. Dad, get back here.
Is he? Grab him.
We got yourself. We got John S. John S. Circular Wood by Keith. John N. Douglas Mungham. Fred Taylor. Hi, Fred. Sorry, I missed you. I must have come in after. Hi, Fred. Hi, IDR.
Douglas Mungham.
Yeah. Chris of the Dragons and Emma of the Dragons, I think I saw. And we have Joe Senior.
Hold the phone. Wait, young Andy, just give me a second. Oh, let me just get this right.
Andy's got to go.
Gotta get
Joe,
solo layout.
Joe, I've kind of got you a present. I couldn't do a whole sofa, but I kind of got you some sofa springs. That's a start. It's a start. It's a proper start. So, give it a shot.
It's just like one of those weekly magazines. You have to buy it to get a bit to build your sofa.
yeah.
Right, lads.
Steve Coombs is in the Steve Coombs is in the chat, and I think Jennifer Strotton, yeah. She's hiding in the chat.
Is it an original Jennifer?
No, she's not. It doesn't say the original, but I'm assuming it is the original. And obviously Huey's back again. So hi, Huey.
Huey!
I couldn't resist, Joe. Sorry.
Ali's Wooden Crafts has just
Ali's
joined.
Wooden Crafts just come in.
Hi, mate. How are you?
You're welcome, Jennifer. Not a problem.
I did say Mark, didn't I? Oh, sorry, Mark, the gentleman wood turner. Sorry, dudes. We got distracted by the sofa springs. My apologies.
Did you forget the
missed
dude from
Oh,
Bude?
missed the pilot hole.
And that's
Everyone have a drink?
shockingly bad.
I missed the
of me.
pilot hole.
Drink!
Christine and Michael.
Christine and Michael's in.
Hello, Christine. Hello, Michael. How are you both? It's the bloody pilot out.
Looks very much like a Dogmatics,
Could be.
but it's not. It's totally not. He's a different breed of dog, but looks very like Dogmatics.
I really should do an asterisk. I think the original artist passed away quite recently.
Yes, he did. Yeah. I was going to carve an asterisk, but I figured I might do an obelisk instead.
Obelisk is definitely the one to do. Go out to the garden, find a big stone, and carve him holding it.
See how Bob Monkhouse started today.
Did he?
Yeah.
No. Wrong one, Scott.
Was it not Bob Monkhouse?
No,
No,
it was Des
it's the
O'Connor.
Ah, there you go. Des
Bob
O'Connor.
Monkhouse died years ago.
Oh, what? Des O'Connor. I know it was one of them.
There's an entire series of jokes just evaporated. I think I have vague memories of Greg Morecambe being particularly partial to taking the mick out of Des.
Oh, yes. At every opportunity. Shug's asking a question, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Plasters, have you cut yourself on that scroll saw?
No, mate. I managed to, when I was making a frame last night, I managed to get a huge splinter in it. And this is just to stop the paint getting in the wound as I dug it out. But if I cut myself on a scroll saw, I would admit to it because obviously that would make me a great wood turner.
That's why I'm only a mediocre wood turner.
Does that make me a great wood turner?
Well, apparently you cut yourself, Scott, so
I
you've got
did.
to kind of ask yourself. You're in a hallowed halls.
Whoa, man.
I think it's you picking it up and trying to use the scroll saw against the lathe. I think that's what did it though, right?
Well, I thought it might make it easier to do like cuts like Wayne's paper.
Missed another hole. Missed another hole. Drink.
Carry on with these drinks, Dale. I'm going to have to open all these old-fashioned beers. I don't think that'll be very good.
Stomach
I'm on my
pump
coffee.
on aisle 9. Stomach pump on aisle 9.
Or should we start with the 1974 first, or the 1952?
52, man. If you're going to go for some bacteria, you might as well get well-aged bacteria. And I hope that even they've got too old to reproduce.
Why can't you come back to work? Because I am pissed.
I can't even cut wood on a scroll saw, so it'd be sometime before I reach turner status, and that's from Huey.
It's just having patience. I had the Titan piece of
Up.
poop from
We had
Scrollsaw.
you had a limited edition piece of urban engineering, which wasn't quite what it said on the tin.
Yeah, and it was rubbish, and I threw it in a bin. And then I had a Dale let me have a go on his and give me some pointers. I know the record's not the best saw in the world, but it's better than the Titan, and I'm actually quite impressed with some of the work I've been knocking out. Give it a go, Huey. You don't
Chris
know
says
unless
he's got
you try.
some mead. Jealous.
Good lord.
Ooh.
Get. Sorry.
Proper jealous.
Mead's awesome. It's easy to make too. If you've got a decent supply of honey, it's easy to make. A friend of mine makes Black Sabbath mead.
Awesome.
He's also the guy that made the Black Sabbath bike. He did a custom chopper.
Is he into his Black
built
Sabbath by any chance?
No. To say he's into Black Sabbath is a bit like saying, is
I'm
a
a
bit
Viking.
like saying you're a Viking. Is he into his Vikings? Aye, wee bit.
I have some mead about 70 miles away, just not been able to collect it. Oh no, Joe, that's shocking.
Catastrophe.
Never had it.
Oh mate,
Mead?
you've got to get some.
Yeah.
Good, but whenever I go anywhere near Stonehenge and I can, the visitor centre, I'll try to pick up some. Only because I know that they do one that's pretty good and they've always got some.
Oh, where am
It's
I?
going to be an aggressive cut now. I
Is
had
that
the other
anyway?
one nicely blunt.
From Holy Island as well, Joe. Wow.
Sorry?
They're from Holy Island? It's got to be Holy Island.
Is Lichfield anywhere near Stonehenge?
Don't know, mate.
Staffordshire. So I don't know.
No, it's not.
Oh, right. That's where I was going tomorrow.
Oh, Steve's just come in. Hey, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
SK, Northumberland.
Mr. SK.
Says Joe.
Yeah, that's where Holy Island is. Oh, just off the coast, anyway.
Is that near Lindisfarne then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Proper Viking. Awesome.
How many more we got? Got his little kazoo to do now. His wee black nose.
Watch out for the dragon's heads when you go over there.
And Rich is in. Good afternoon, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
How you feeling, mate?
Has he not been feeling too good?
He's not well, the big man.
Ah, sorry to hear that. Get well soon, Rich.
Cool. A few paws to do, and then we're on to chopping him up How are we doing for time, lovelies?
3:16.
Just gone 1:15.
Cool.
Flying, man.
Cool. So let's just have a look at where we're at with the backer. See if he's dried. So this was already sort of pre-made. Well, pre-made in the sense that I pre-made it. We got a little bit of crap on the bottom there, which we'll just sand off.
Joe says, no, don't chop him up.
Whoa, we're going to make him. We're going to put him back together. We're going to make him like Bolt.
Is he going to be a police dog? Is that why the policeman's there?
Well, that could be this whole snowy thing, isn't it? Right, roughly in the center.
Tintin.
And boom.
I got the whole Tintin series on DVD, Blu-ray actually.
Cool.
Asked for that for my birthday.
haven't got-
A couple of years ago.
I ain't got Tintin. I got the whole of the Raggy Dolls
Really?
on DVD. Yeah. I was born a Raggy Doll, so gotta have them. That's why I'm a bit of a sad sack.
Cool. So that's him on. That's the backer on the stand. So we will be attaching other pieces we cut out to this backer, so you can kind of see the outline there, sitting on his stand, and he stands up like that.
Cool.
Cool. I should have a side view that looks better here, I think. So you kind of get the idea, something like that. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's one of the other ones I'm making for somebody else right now, but kind of get the idea. Cool. Right. Back over. Where am I going? I'm going back over the other side. Can't push the button on that particular deck. Can over here.
It's already been done.
Cool. Somebody's got this. Awesomes.
Mr. Wayne's on it.
Everyone in the chat sort of saying hello. Oh, Barry's in. Barry's
Which
from
Barry?
Creations. I don't know if,
Barry WC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Barry.
Chris says, look at how clean that floor is.
The way it's supposed to be. None of this shavings. You know, I think some of the wood tunnels could do with this kind of floor, particularly that SK Crafts. You know, Wayne does always wood tunnel in the cave, so it's not so important.
That's a bit of insulation for Wayne, isn't it?
You know.
Soaks up the water.
I assumed that the floor was only clean, Dale. Well, no, that's not true. 'Cause it's always clean. But like the dog might have relieved himself a few times, maybe.
Oh yeah, he did a poo in here yesterday. The wee white shite that he is.
Was it a wee white?
No, in this case it was very much matching his nose.
Steaming.
Steaming black and wet.
Yeah.
Keith says, I do all my turning in a sty.
Does he?
No comment.
Does he? This is a question for you. Is he?
No, I'll put it
What's
this
your
way,
turn?
I had to come home and I had to have a shower and I was covered in pig's muck.
If anyone,
No, it's just Keith's workshop is a working workshop. He's not got OCD like some of us that have to hoover up after we've done a live and.
No, that's a lack of design innovation. If it's a mess all the time. Energy needs to be spent.
I coin mine down to laziness, to be honest, mate.
Mine, the only reason it stays tidy is because it's been built into it from the ground up. Because I'm lazy. So I go out of my way to think up ways to cut down energy and effort. And one of the ones that is an absolute arse in every workshop is clearing out the dust, dirt, debris. That's why I want to build a garden railway to take all the rubbish to the front door. You know, put the black bags and all the wood offcuts that I can't do anything. I can't burn because I've got glue in them. I can't put glue. Can't burn the plywood. Lord knows what chemistry is sitting in between it.
I do.
Yeah, I do. I'll burn everything. Chuck it in the incinerator. Job done. Chris says that's why we have a Susie.
Oops, sorry, that was my bad.
What's up?
I changed the camera inadvertently.
Huey says, look at my floor. It's flipping amazing. If you get drunk, your brain will be phasing. The dog did a poo. It was easy to clean. But my kick up its arse was really quite mean.
Hello. Thank you. Mrs. Kirkwood's brought me my disintegrating Makers mug.
Hello, Mrs. Kirkwood.
With some tea in it.
Mine didn't even last a week.
The logo does peel off it quite quick.
I'm not talking about the logo. I mean the whole cup. The whole thing
Did it?
was a pile of.
What you need, Andy, is you need a BP one, mate.
Oh no! I've got one now that's normal size cup size, stays insulated, and it stays insulated for about 8 hours.
Cool.
Flipping brilliant.
Rich says you could always put fold-up track on the wall down to the gate, Dale.
Nah. Phil Garden Railway. That way you can use it for deliveries too. Just send it down. Have the Amazon guy or whoever. Just drop the parcel on there, mate.
Barry Chitty's joined. Afternoon, Barry.
Hi, Barry. See, I'm half expecting at some point to come to your house and it'd be like Bewley.
Bewley? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
you turn up and there's a monorail going all the way to your to your workshop. It's like, ooh.
Monorail. Oh wait, now there's an idea.
I think you'd need planning permission for that.
Depends how big it is.
Buy it from Bewley. They're going to be closed soon, I'm sure.
Be a shame if they go. Get one of the old road workers monorails, like they got at Amberley. Zed's in.
Oh, Zed's in. Morning, Zed.
Zed's dead.
You could get a 5.25 inch, which is the kind of ride-on ones that have got the smaller engine. Your legs hang down the side of the track.
Yep.
That's kind of monorail-y.
Do you know
But
what? I know where you could get one. There's a park near us that's got one. you want me to pop down and see what I can do?
We'll just go and
It'll
borrow
be
it.
closed now, so just saying. Costs £10 a crack, even kids go on
Is
it. Yeah,
Somewhat expensive then.
it doesn't even. It goes round the park. That's it.
See, the one in
Park.
I think the one in Haversea's £2 now, but it used to be 50p when I was a kid.
Yeah, it used to be dirt cheap when I was a kid as well. But no, inflation. But then it costs £15 to park in the car park now. Up there.
Yes.
Crazy.
Run Slip's the best one to go to.
You buy Christmas trees and all sorts up there.
Douglas is asking, is that not a small gauge railway? Yeah, that's what.
That's when it's 12 inches.
Yeah, Dale is after a railway for when he moves.
To make my life a
People-
bit easier so I can rebuild your house.
That's it. Put in a trucking. Feel the song by Not the 9 o'clock news is appropriate here. They decided to call it, which was a play on words. Right. Okay. I don't think I've missed any more bits. Okay. So this is all outside cuts now.
Zed said I ordered a box of Jaffa cakes a week ago. Still haven't received it. What gives?
Not sure, mate. I'll have a word. I'll have a word. Right. What am I going to do? Let's bring this guy over.
Import
No
charges.
problem there for the moment. While we start the cut, where shall we start? Where do we need to colour first? Let's do the hat. Actually, yeah, let's do the hat. How best to reduce the size of this guy?
You only ordered one box. You might need to order a few more.
Oh, Mike's in. Mike, the Midnight Joker's just come in.
Hi, Mike. How are you? Are you beatboxing?
Yeah, sorry.
Have you had your meds this morning, Andy?
No, we've discussed this.
Oh, right.
You're now going to get a hypo, Andy.
Good.
No, not good. Well, good, but not good. It's a lot harder to control.
What's a stroppen waffle?
I don't know.
No.
Strupenwaffel.
Struppen waffle.
Yeah.
Got to be something German, then, isn't it?
Ach du. Actually, I suspect Swedish.
Swedish.
I don't know, but it was Zed who's ordered some and he arrived in 3 days.
You Googling it? See what it is, Scott?
I can do.
Curious.
Alexa,
We
what's
just asked
Struffen
Zed.
waffle? She says she's added it to my shopping list.
Oops.
Dutch Turner
Good.
recommended it as something better than a Jaffa cake.
Ah, in which case it might be Dutch.
Alright, let's ask what Google says.
Ask Gertie, see what she says.
Make sure I press the right button.
Yeah.
It's a syrup-infused waffle.
Oof. Sounds like a heart attack right now.
It's not really the same thing, though, is it?
Nah. It looks like, you know,
Chris
them,
has said you can get them at Lids.
Oh, right, okay.
you know, like those wafers you put either side of your ice cream.
Yeah.
It looks like them with just caramel in the middle.
Well, let's have. I think we need to get some to try them out. Okay.
I have lots of Applewood from Orchard nearby. I too have lots of Applewood. Not from an orchard, but in my log pile.
Chris has said, expect a hyper when you eat them. They're almost all sugar.
Awesome.
Nice.
Somebody's just said that in the chat, Jane. Yeah, Zed's just said, you sit the Strupenwaffel on top of your steaming cuppa of whatever, and then it softens and gets really nice. How many quotes? Mark, I would probably, seeing as how it has been watered down a bit, the PVE using 2 or 3. Obviously, let it dry in between.
Do you not water your PVA down then?
No.
Wayne?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Paint works as well, if you've got any leftover paint. You used to be able to buy wax flakes that you could melt down for sealing the ends of wood.
You can from Hobbycraft, but it's flipping expensive.
No, this wasn't from Hobbycraft, and I'm going back years and years here. It wasn't from Hobbycraft.
I'd just nick the missus tea light candles. Keep them in a saucepan.
Ian and the shed's just come in.
Hello, Ian.
Chris, the purpose of sealing the wood ends is to slow down the drying of the wood, because when wood dries, it dries at the ends of the wood. That dries too quick, it causes the wood to crack. So by sealing the ends, basically the wood has got to dry out slowly by drying out through the rest of the log and prevents cracking too much.
Did Google monitor the chat?
Why?
Because Chris has
Just
put a
had
message.
deleted.
Message deleted by the Google moderator team.
Deleted?
Chris,
what
did
did
you
it say?
I don't know, Chris.
Good grief, man.
Must have had a word on it that they're banning.
It's not Christmas. He said Christmas. That's what it was. Google banned it. Oh,
Hang
Ian
on.
in the
Oh,
shed
no.
had one deleted.
Just that one.
what?
What's happened?
Didn't he just?
Ian
Wasn't
in the
that
shed
just?
has had a
right?
message deleted as well.
Oh. Maybe it has a
It's
C
just
word in it.
deleted mine. I only said hello, people.
All they asked was, "How do you seal the ends of wood?"
Yeah, but I've got that one.
Google was deleting a lot.
Google or YouTube?
No, it's
No, it's
Google.
Google.
Interesting.
Google moderating team. If you're watching Google moderating team, why are you deleting all the chat? Write your comment in the chat below. Thank you.
Now, the comments may well, if anybody is watching this on StreamYard and watching the comments on StreamYard, oh, we
Can't
can't
see
see
it.
because that's what we're on.
I've got.
But John
I've
N,
got-
John N is saying he can still see the comments on his end.
Let's see if it's on the studio. I'm going to have a look at the studio. Who was it that said them?
Ian in the shed.
Chris of the Dragons and Ian in the shed.
It's wood from now on then. Google was deleting a lot of messages in Robo's chat this morning. I see no deleted. In the shed, message deleted by the Google moderator team. Chris the Dragon, what's the purpose of sealing the wood ends? Now that showed up. Okay, seems alright from here, apart from Ian in the shed. He's obviously a very naughty boy. Whatever it was he said.
He's a very naughty boy. It's Ian, not Brian.
What time is it, Randy?
We are at 3:40.
Cool. How are we doing for beautiful people joining us?
I'm in StreamYard. Bear with me.
Hang on, I'll let you know.
38, 39.
39.
Cool. Thank you everyone for joining us.
40.
Oh,
Good Lord. Remember, folks, if you've got a live or a premiere, something, let us know. We'll drop a link into the chat. Next Saturday, we have the Virtually Crafty weekend. From memory says 16 makers starting at 10 a.m. From first one, I think, is all the way from Australia, young Robbo. And it goes on to include such amazing people, and I might be wrong here. So we have Carl, Scott, Andy, Wayne. We have Tim Yoder. We have Cammy's Garage, and a whole lot more. I think Braxton's back. Anarchist is back. A few other folks, and I'm trying to run it off from memory, so I apologise here, people, if I missed anyone. Jamie, Paige, obviously.
Blower on as well, haven't we?
Sorry, mate.
There's a glass blower on as well.
There is, but I forget the chap's name.
Now that is cool.
Yeah.
An hour for glass blowing. Wicked. I'm going to have to tell Luke because he wants to be a glass blower when he grows up.
You ever done any glass blowing, Andy?
Me? No.
Yeah. Quite fun.
I would imagine
You've got to be to do anything useful with it. You've got to be extremely practiced and talented. But the basic guided, you're going to blow a thing. It's quite fun to do if you ever get a chance to do it. Anyone?
There used to
We've
be a
got
brilliant
one
glass
locally.
blower around this area. Him and his son were both glass blowers. He used to actually do the glass blowing at craft fairs and things. And he lived in a tree house.
Awesome.
This chap. So obviously the place that the glass was blown was in a treehouse, though, right? Because that would have made that ultra cool.
No, I don't think it was. He lived, but his workshop and stuff was in the same area as the treehouse, but probably down on the ground.
Technically, he's blowing in the air.
I'll just see if Jim can remember his name.
We've got one locally to us that because Luke. I mean, Luke's been going on about this since he was about, I don't know, 7, something like that. I want to be a glass blower. I want to be. Don't know where it came from. Nothing. I have no idea. But you have to be 14 to glass blow for
not long
health
now.
and safety reasons. So we've got his birthday plan for next year, where he's going to go and do some blowing, hopefully.
Cool.
Assuming they're still in business by then. With the old COVIDs and all that nonsense.
Has anyone been following the Guy Martin series where he's like going around Britain doing different things?
How Britain used to make or something like that. How Britain was made, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the first seasons when he did his boat, when him and his mate built the boat.
Oh yeah, they built the boat.
They were outfitting the boat from stuff they'd made.
Yeah. He did the one I watched recently. He made a pane of glass from glass blowing. So you like blow it into a ball and then you make it into a cylinder and then you cut it and it was just like, whoa.
Hi, John.
There'll be more to do with his body, but be ready to kind of get his face in the go here. Just shortly. And the wee white shape will start to take shape.
I've just tried to Google that guy who did the glass blown, but I can't find him. I think his name was something like Ed Inglehorn.
And he's got a cool name. Lives in a tree and he's got a cool name. You need to meet this man.
Mike the Midnight Joker is asking, is Doggo Snowy from Tintin? No, it's Clive.
Nope. It's Clive. You can see where you get it from. It has Clive's age. At Clive's age, he kind of looks a little bit like Snowy. Only much more dirty. As he gets on a bit, he'll look more like a chunky Westie. But at this stage of the journey, he's still quite slender and not a fat pooch at all. Yet. Well, if I keep giving him lamb's hearts, I'm sure he'll fair put on the weight.
Colin is asking, what have you done to your finger, Deal?
I got a fairly impressive splinter in it last night. I say fairly impressive because I work in IT and my hands are as soft as shit. So usually I wear gloves when I'm doing this stuff. And last night I just thought I'd do some planing, a bit of cleaning up for a frame. I managed to get a proper splinter wedged into it, cut the thing out as you do. And I've just got it covered up because I don't want spray paint in it today.
And Mike the Midnight Joker has said, I tried making some Tintin characters, but kept getting a haddock.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
Hey, he's here all week, folks. Tell your friends, tip your waiting staff. Cool. Let's get that a little bit out of there. Okie doke. Spray bench for a minute. Did I just click spray bench? I don't think I clicked spray bench. In fact, I think what I was really after was scroll bench. So when I'm doing one of these kind of guys, usually I put them close to the edge. But with the addition of this box being handy right now, we can kind of do a rough layup, and then we'll go on with some paint in a minute. So he's kind of going there. A little cloud drops in like that. The fur around the top of around the edge of the hat, I'll drop in there. One tiny bit. There we go. Boga, get in there. Doggo's face. And it sits in like this. And we start to see him coming to life. See? Getting there. Okay. Quick mouthful of tea. And then we're on to some there you go, Scott. Lovely and thin.
Cool.
Something of an important thing to do. Right. Quick mouthful of tea and then back on. Boom. Ooh. Ooh.
Whoops.
Wrong button. There you all are. Scott's feeding his stuff in his face. The blue light
How
muncher.
unusual.
The blue light muncher. Folks, if you don't know, Scott actually is a tapeworm. We're trying to think up a name for the tapeworm. So good ideas out in the chat for Scott's tapeworm. Terry's already been taken. Somebody else's Terry is a tapeworm. But
I've
see what we can come up
literally
with.
just this second opened a pack of custard creams and you come on to me.
A likely story. What do you think, guys?
Right.
What, he's just opened a packet of custard
Dale.
creams.
It's still in the
Yeah,
wrapper. and everything.
hold on, I'll bring it back. Bring it back. You gotta be able to defend yourself.
Just opened it.
Right,
Yeah,
where's the
where's
other
the
bit?
top half?
Where's the other
Hang
bit?
on. Where's the other bit? There's the other bit.
Yeah,
All
I
right, now
did, David.
tip it
Where's the other
forward.
pack?
Oh, look at that.
He's a liar.
Anyway.
He's a liar.
Back to the saw.
Call me a liar. I'm nice. We are my friends.
We're just trying
There's
to make
another
sure
3
that
packets.
the facts are correct.
No, he's not a liar. He's just a porcupine.
He's just munching custard creams, and we're all jealous.
Yeah. It's porcupine. At least you're not sleeping, Scott, so that's all good.
It's only your lives, mate.
Yeah, well, I can understand that, mate. Even I fall asleep in my life.
You mean you can carve better than I can in your sleep?
Yep.
That's a disaster.
No, I can't. Need all the tapeworm. I reckon Dave is a pretty good name for a tapeworm.
Good
Dave.
name for a tapeworm. Dave the tapeworm.
Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave.
Helping himself to all the Jaffa cakes and custard creams.
I haven't had a Jaffa
Yep.
cake for over a week.
Good God. Must be some
Mate, you'll be
special
getting
rules
withdrawal.
in the Geneva Convention about that.
Andy, you're going 7:30 on Saturday night.
For the time being, yeah. We'll see.
Let's cut this. Just
7:30.
On Saturday, yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you meant this Saturday coming for the
Oh,
crafty thing.
no, the crafty thing. I don't know when JP's thinking.
You're just trying to fit everybody in right now.
It's the missus' birthday, so it's going to be a bit.
That's why I'm just updating the maker schedule because someone reminded me earlier on I hadn't done it.
I so want to create a YouTube account for Dave the Tapeworm now.
Dave the tapeworm.
Boy, Huey's
Pop
put
up
in
the
Tarquin
chat.
the tapeworm.
Oh,
Tarquin's pretty good. Like Tarquin. Dave's alright too. I like Dave
Tallulah.
too. Tallulah the tapeworm.
Who loves who? Who did that direct? Oh, really bad.
With Tommy the tapeworm.
But we got a Tommy in the chat though.
So let's make sure it's not the same as someone in the chat then. So we've got Dave. And rules out Dave. Rules out Tommy. Tarquin. We haven't had a Tarquin in the chat. Any preferences, Scott?
no, because I haven't got one, so I'm just a grown lad. This is lunch. Bagels for breakfast.
Tommy says he eats a lot, but he's not a tapeworm.
Oh, there we are.
Tebbit the
Chad the
tapeworm.
tapeworm. Might lose some weight.
We've got Tyrone the tapeworm in there.
Tyrone. You get behind Tyrone.
Idea. Anyone give advice on starting YouTube?
Yeah, do it.
Just get cracking. You got a phone. You don't need any fancy cameras. Use your phone. Install StreamYard on your phone. When you do live broadcasts off your phone, you go to StreamYard, click on the desktop icon rather than phone icon, and you will be able to go live from your phone, regardless of how many subscribers you have.
Oh, well, there.
Set it up. Off you go. You've got your channel already, your IDR wood turning. Simple as that. There's no excuses. There's no fancy tricks. Just get going. Am I right? I'm all right.
Yeah. If you're just wanting to do videos to upload to YouTube, you're probably going to need some sort of video editing suite.
As Huey says, use what you have and slowly your equipment will evolve along the way.
That's what she said.
I started off with my phone. I still record off my phone for any videos that I may well do. I now run off the PC with like various cams like everybody else does. When you start getting more technical, you can end up where Dale is in the sense that you have multiple cams with stream decks and multiple pictures on multiple cams. You don't need to worry about that when you first start. Just get going. Don't think, just do. Procrastination is your enemy in this sense.
You can't overcook it. That's for sure. Tongue. About. Do. Nearly. Not long now till we finish cutting, folks. We got about painting to go. How do you find the Cobra White, Scott? In terms of spraying it onto ply?
I've not used it a lot. When I have, it lifts the grain and you have to sand it back and do several coats.
It's really a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Mm.
Whatever it is about that particular mixture, it's the worst of the bunch.
Ian in the shed has said he's put 2 webcams up over his lathe using OBS to record, but does anyone know of any free software which will record each video individually?
Yeah, your camera on your phone. Record it as a just a normal video.
Multicam recording is quite expensive to do. It's quite challenging to do. Certainly with webcams, you've got to invest cash. I can't think of a multicam solution for free. Doesn't mean there isn't one, but but it doesn't do multicam recording. In other words, each stream individually.
Oh, okay. Cyberlinks. Both Wayne and I use Cyberlink, I think. Is that
There's
right,
also,
Wayne?
I mean, I use Cyberlink. I've also got DaVinci Resolve on my computer as well.
Cyberlink has got a cost, but it's a very small cost. If I remember rightly, it was only maybe £2, something like that. I can't remember. Wasn't expensive. Will get you going. I actually quite like the program. There's a lot of little bits and bobs that you can fiddle with. That's editing software though, rather than multicam streaming recording. Record individually and then you can edit. Would be my advice.
Yep. I don't know of any free ones. Like I say, I can probably run off a list of paid ones, including Manycam itself. Manycam will do it, along with others, but it's always CPU intensive. So when you start recording, you're starting to burn CPU, and you'll find that the more cams you're actually recording using the computer, the more CPU you're using, the more of a pain in the bum it'll be to actually use the machine while you're doing it. If you're planning to use the PC as a multi-fixed camera recording machine, then you might want to be prepared to invest proper money in your solution.
Either that or record with cameras that have got SSD cards in.
And that's exactly what I was going to go with. The other solution is you do it with a camera that's ready to rock for the job. Scott, is the launch back on for tonight? They were talking about cancelling it.
I heard they delayed it. They're still showing as thingy starting in 6 hours.
Dale, this is wrong for you, mate. Ian in the shed. I've spent too much on my home PC. Can't afford another good quality one for the shed.
Then brace yourself, sir. I would always look for second hand. In my case, I don't have anything in the workshop.
Liftoff is scheduled for 7:27 Eastern, 27 minutes past midnight UTC.
Oh.
And I promised the wife I'd have an early night tonight.
Well, you can watch in your bed.
Zed has said, I have a nephew who designs electronic products. I'm trying to get him to design the MakerCam 5000 system.
Cool.
And Chris is asking, when you say investment in a PC, is it ROM or RAM that's needed?
Grunt. Hardware acceleration for the encoding. The H.264 codec is extremely memory hungry when you're encoding. Because remember, you've got to decode the camera coming in. Now, if it's a USB cam, it's more or less spitting the output from the CCD straight down the USB bus. And the CPU's got to do all the legwork, getting that input onto your screen and into your software. So CPU, and then when you're encoding, it's either the CPU that's doing the heavy lifting, or you want to get a graphics card that you can offload it to. So something like an NVIDIA 1050 Ti or some such.
He said that the PC he's got can be bought for around about 120 to 180 pound for an i5 or i7. He's just installed one in the shop for about 170 pound.
Zed's comment. I think there's a Delbert fan somewhere. The Gruntmaster 3000.
That's 35 in, 27 thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys.
Hi, Jason. Jason.
Ricklehoff.
Thank you. Is in the chat.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't want to destroy your name there, but
Ian in the shed has said the mini computer he has is an i7, which he got from eBay for £50. He said he needed a mini computer because he's got no space for a big size.
Cool. Right. That's all the cutting done. Let's do a dry layup. See if I can remember where everything's supposed to go.
Hodgepodge is in.
Hello, Hodge. Hello.
Hi, Robert.
These all need a little clean up. We'll probably get them all done. How are we doing for time, Andy?
We are at 9 minutes past 4.
That's all right.
Zed says, get a Raspberry Pi. Can't go much more mini than that. Amen to that.
I am absolutely up to my proverbials and Raspberry Pis.
Personally, I prefer Raspberry Cheesecake, but, you know, Raspberry Pi is cool.
I think that's sort of what we're talking about. How does that look? That's all right,
Cool,
isn't it?
man.
Right. Okay. Sticky paper. Need to spray the little bugger. Need to spray the little bugger, you said. Yes, yes. Need to spray the little bugger. The little white shite.
They just came out with a new one, and the Pi is integrated in the keyboard.
The Pi 400. Bought one. Got one in the ass. It's lovely. Perfect retro gaming machine. Actually, no, the perfect retro gaming machine is the Raspberry Pi 4 I've got embedded in a Commodore Amiga 500 case. 500 keyboard. Joystick ports. Classic D9s. Oh, perversion. Gorgeous though. Lovely. 3D printed parts. That's
Tommy
what I'm
says,
talking about.
Sorry. Tommy
Right,
says cherry pie would be better with custard. I'd have to totally
Banoffee.
Yeah.
Banoffee.
disagree. Yes,
Banoffee.
I'm into that. Yep. Yep.
Banoffee pie with custard? No, banoffee pie with
No,
cream.
just banoffee pie. Yes. Banoffee. So I've got a notion to go. See, if it wasn't for the fact we're in lockdown, I just had a notion to go to Creams down in Crawley. I'm getting a lot of trouble down there.
Creams.
Never meets, good man. Yeah, it's
That's
proper
the one
good.
underneath the travel lodge, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that used to be. I mean, I think Morrison's is still there.
I've just got to shoot out for a
Morrison's
couple of minutes.
still-
I'll be back shortly.
Cool.
I think that's the big Morrison's that they've shut down.
Is it?
Mm.
Righto. That's a shame. I knew it was coming. It's an easy place to get to because of that car park.
Yeah.
Right. So we're just going to do these 2 coloured bits, and then we'll get everything that's white done. So okie doke. So with Wayne not being here, we're going here. Over to the spray bench. Well, let's do this. Get him done first. So this is a red. Now, it's a Santa Claus type red. Is it like red? Or is it red? Or is it, something more floral? Don't know. Don't know. Is it a red orange? What does Santa's hat look like? I'm gonna go with a good solid floral red and see what we get from this. If it doesn't look right, we'll just coat it with something else. Oh, that's a bit, isn't it? Not sure about that.
That's looking a bit. Have you got a Venom red, Dale?
Nah, mate. I don't. Let's just get the pink. Pink! Well, this is definitely pink. I feel.
Barry's got to shoot off. Barry's Wood Creations. And
See you later, Barry.
later.
Let the pink dry off. Pink is a bit like the metal ones. It takes a while to dry.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with this though. That's annoying. So it is. It's annoying.
Camera
Right.
looks really orange there, mate.
It's really orange. That's why, mate.
Oh, right.
It's really, really orange. It's not fluoro red at all. It's more like fluoro orange.
Oh, is that the flow red?
It's a deco color.
Oh, right. So the Cobra flow red looks very orange as well.
It's quite disturbingly orange. Very orange. So it needs to be. How are we doing for folks and time?
Time we're looking at 4:15.
Folks,
Good.
it's 36.
Cool beanies. Thank you everyone for hopping in on this miserable Sunday afternoon across dinner time. Sandy lunch. Ruined. Some fat bloke doing a Scrollsaw picture.
Sunday dinner in our house revolves around Dale's lives now.
Yeah, same in here.
She said to me,
I'm sorry, guys.
No, she's fine. She went, "Is Dale live today?" I went, "Don't know yet." Well, I'll do dinner for 5:30. She went, "As long as you're in for then." All right.
Good lord. Sorry, man.
No, mate. Don't worry. I hate eating a cooked dinner at lunchtime.
Yeah?
Because by the time you get to the
Not a
evening, you're
massive
hungry.
fan. Yeah, that's where takeaways come in at stupid o'clock in the morning. Right.
I just don't eat.
There's our little guy's face. This is the bulk of the little guy's body. And all of these are going to be white. Obviously. Because little Westie is a Westie, obviously.
Oh, GP's in. Hi, GP.
Hello,
GP.
Did you get my email, JP? Nope, Zed's got to go.
Bye, Zed.
Bye,
See you
Zed.
later.
Take it easy, mate.
See you later, mate. Hi, JP. Hi, Chris Q.
Mr. Cute, how are you?
Christopher Cute, how are you? Oh dear, I may have just got into trouble. My bad.
Why did you get in trouble?
Yeah, I might use someone's full name when they don't like it.
Oh.
Oh, JP has just put another shelf up, all on his own.
Good lord.
Whoa! Hang on. It's Crystal in the chat. It's Crystal in the chat, because I think I'm having an MI. Jamie's just put a shelf up.
Good lord.
Warning, warning, do not put anything on that shelf.
This is... How many shelves is that you've put up in your life, Jamie?
It's the first one.
Yeah.
The question is it level?
Yeah, it'll be level. You put it up on the floor so it doesn't fall down.
Well, if he used the level at his house, it ain't level, mate.
Can't see from my house, so that's all that matters.
That's what it is. He's bought a t-shirt now, and he can't see it from my house.
Yeah.
It's getting a wee bit nippy in this workshop.
Some sort of heaterage is required, I believe. Well,
See,
that was an interesting noise.
I've got a really nice 2 kilowatt Stanley heater, but
Your band.
because we have prepayment meters, because that's just how she likes to do it. She's noticed the cost of running it.
What can I say, sir?
So yeah.
What you need is a log burner.
Andy, I'd love to have a log burner in this workshop.
What you need is
Do you
solar
want me to make
panels.
you one?
And then save up all the power during the day to run the heater at night.
Scott, I'll make you one if you want.
It's where to put it one though, mate.
Well, you light it, and then, believe me, you'll go through your wood store and you'll go, yeah, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, that. Don't need... All of a sudden, you've got space to put a wood burner.
All right. Spray bench, I think. I'm still not happy with this. I'll have another look at that in a minute. Okay. We're going for whiter than whites now. Little doggo.
Alternatively, Scott, run an extension cable from upstairs out the window, and then you can honestly say, "Look, it wasn't plugged in the workshop." I don't know what you're talking about.
Andy, what I need to do is tap into the street light that's the other side of the fence to the workshop.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. Fair play.
That's why when I redid the extension the other week, she went, "How can you see to be out there at night building?" I went, "It's got no roof on it, and there's a street light."
And she said, "Oh yeah."
Well, I could do your drill. Do I care?
Well, there's a blocked nozzle. See, we've got a spare.
Does that happen frequently, Dale? Block nozzles?
Not
On
really.
spray cans and stuff?
Usually it's from a can you've not really cleaned up properly. Yeah, this one looks to have been clogged too. Oh dear. New nozzle. Can's half full. Red or black? Red or black?
Red.
Ooh, black. Huh? Okay. I'll put a black one on it though, because that came to my hands first. There we go.
Ooh, red.
That's better.
That's
So we'll let that dry. A lot of red on that.
Should I put the link for Graphicity in the chat?
Why the heck not?
There we go. I was on it like a car bonnet.
He's kind of funny. Very good.
You're getting hydroponics too then, Scott. Chris, it won't be the first time I've seen it. When I was fitting meters, I went to several hydroponics factories that were powered from outside the property.
That's just stupid.
The best one I went to,
Solar panels, just saying.
the best one I went to was, it was someone that hadn't been paying their bill. So I was there with the bailiffs. They can force you to have a prepayment meter.
Yep.
So I was there to fit the prepayment meter. It was a Chinese couple. The lady let me in, pointed me under the stairs. She was talking to the bailiffs. And I've got under the stairs, looked at the meter, and between the two live terminals was a bit of bell wire as a bypass. With that, this hand, covered in a plastic carrier bag, come out and ripped it out. Mate, I've already got the picture. Doesn't matter. It's like, what protection is a carrier bag going to give you?
Nice to have your shopping falling on the floor, I guess.
Chris says
You
he
know?
goes to hydroponic factories at work when they go up. It's funny how chilled everyone is on scene.
Yeah.
So we might not get this guy glued tonight. We'll see. Definitely helps if you're under compressor on. Can you guys hear my compressor?
No.
Excellent.
All I can hear is my heater.
Do the old-fashioned way. We'll just wipe it down. Okay. How are we doing? Drying off nicely. Yes. Cool. Cool. Getting there. Not worried about it. Takes longer to dry in winter. Definitely does, even though this place is quite warm. It definitely takes longer to dry.
Yeah.
It's worth noting. Still a bit. Still a bit. Oh.
425 and all's well.
Cool. And all's well.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Well,
Scott and Andy, question from Mike above. Mike. Where's Mike? Hello, Dale. How does... right, cool. Who's your Mike? Hello, Mr. Dale. How does your paint dry so quick, sir?
the room's at 26 degrees, bud. And it's kind of bought that way. Designed to do it like that.
Also, the Cobra paint has a pretty quick flash off time in it.
Yeah, it's really fast. Multiple coats help though. This is going to be an arse of a thing. I can see it. Oh dear. How are we doing? Oh, there we go.
Chris says, would it dry faster with a dehumidifier?
Most of the drying in this tends to be driven chemically, but the dehumidifier itself won't. The heat will. Heat definitely has an effect on its drying time. You know, this is not the final coat of this guy anyway, but we're going to try and get him laid up reasonably well. Let's drop him roughly where he's going to go. That's where his cheeky wee face goes.
Mr. Cute says Chris of the Dragons typically fall and winter have the lowest humidity. The problem is temperature. There we go. He was effectively saying what you said.
JP's going to the tune of Starship. We built the city. We used Graph City. We used Graph City for red and gold. Really?
A couple of bits down the bottom that need touched in when we go to do it finally. Let's just get him slotted in to where his hat's going to go.
Dale, can I put a list to the a link to the updated maker schedule?
Of course you can.
So if you head over
just come in.
Yeah. If you head over to the bluelightturner.com/maker schedule, there's all the shows and premieres that we know about. It's just been updated to include Di, Martin Sabin Smith, Keith. If anyone wants to go on there, please PM me and I'll add you to it.
Just hang fire a minute.
He's looking cool.
Takeaway cuppa ordered. Awesome. I just had to phone to ask for a cuppa again. So I apologise.
Expect one momentarily.
Did you have words with the chef last night? Because he didn't bring you one in.
Did I have words?
A number of
There
words.
was words. Yeah, there were words spoken. Very few words, because I felt that I was a little bit too frustrated to be.
Jamie said, "Have you added Richard Morley's podcast?" I didn't know Richard did a separate one. Makers International is definitely on there.
I think that's what he was meaning, Scott.
All right. Yeah, Makers International is on there.
So, just to be ready for today, this guy's going to take a while to flash off. He's really taking some time. It's quite cold out here. So we're just going to get him to the point where he's... I don't remember what this paw looks like. Oh, no, I do. You can still see that sticking, Scott. See what I mean?
Yeah,
That's just the tiniest of, thinnest of bits, and he's still just sticking.
Lewis the Klondike Craftsman's in.
Hello,
Lewis.
Lewis. How are you
Are
doing?
you going to put this pattern on Team Scrollsaw, Dale, or?
Probably. I probably will. These are the paw-in. So there's a few streamers of white paint there.
Yeah.
When I go to do the final glue up, we'll get that cleaned up. But who knows, we just want to kind of get this. This red bit is dripping wet. So I'm going to aim to get this right first time. Here we go. In for a penny, in for a pound, and there we go.
Cool.
Nudge them into place a tiny bit. Bit more. Bit more. That. There we go. Bring Doggo down a bit. Sticking to stuff all over the place.
Mike the Midnight Joker's got to pop out. He said he'll catch you all later.
Bye.
See you, mate.
And there we go. I think that's what we're going to do today.
That's looking cool.
Excellent.
And that's not bad. Like I say, a couple of little dribbles of white, which I'll clean up when I go to do the final. He's just too wet to He's just too wet to work on with the detail. You'll need another sand back. Some of that white lifts the grain quite a bit, and then we'll glue him down, and he'll be ready to go. Probably about an hour, I would reckon. You guys can all stick around for an hour, but I won't be. So, so on that note, I'll pop back in. You know what I mean? You good health, everyone? What we're going to do, let's just quickly run through who's on tonight. So, Hodgepodge, I think, has a
Premiere
at 6. Premiere at 6. I don't think anyone else is on until the ever lovely Mr. Page, Mr. Cute, Mr. Molly induct us into their virtual classroom tonight. Makers International Podcast at 9:30.
Has Rob CP not got premiere?
After that, we've got JP, I think Caitlin. If you're bored right now, I think Zach Higgins is live. Feeling that, folks. Go and have some food. Get through the day. Have a good one. Tomorrow's Monday. Make this one last as long as you can. And we'll catch up with you all tomorrow.
Dale, you've
All
got
right.
another important one.
What's that?
NASA.
Oh, yes. Oh, technically that's tomorrow. So SpaceX launch is still looking like it's going to go. This is Crew 1, 4 astronauts on the Dragon 2, going out of Florida, down at the Cape. And let's wish them Godspeed. I'll be watching live. I suspect a few other people will be too. Catch up with that one after Caitlin sometime. Look out for it. All right, boys and girls. Catch up with you later. Bye.
Bye.
Hit the button.